Still, it's grinding and slow. You're definitely making these mistakes, or you used to make them. Many people grind by hours or even days. You don't see much difference. I came to tell you that the problem isn't your time or your level. The problem is with you because you're making these mistakes. And in this video, I'll show you the most important mistakes that this is a common mistake beginners make, and I'll show you how to avoid them. After watching this video, you'll be grinding faster and achieving greater results. The first mistake is that as soon as you enter the map, you collect $30,000 from chests and go buy the ped fruit. Of course, many of you will ask me why I buy Fruit Blade. My answer will be that the fruit contains clicks. This helps in leveling up secondly, and also means that the gang cannot hit or harm me. Clicks help with grinding and save time, and are even fun. That's all for the first mistake. Now it's time for the second mistake, which beginners are sure to make. The second mistake is the distribution of statuses. This mistake is common among beginners. Many people believe that the distribution of the statistic isn't important, but if the specialist selection is random, that's the biggest reason why people will level up ahead of you. The damage isn't strong, and this will slow you down in leveling. The solution is to create stats for the fruit you need help with. If you have a fruit like me, you must first put all the stats on that fruit. That's all for the second mistake. And now we'll move on to the third mistake. But before we move on to the third mistake, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to receive all the mistakes beginners make. The third mistake is that beginners grind without tasks. Some people enter the game thinking that grinding is all about killing and fighting, and they spend 2 hours leveling up without moving, and then you find them asking why the game is against them. The right thing to do is complete missions and fight, and see the difference in leveling up. That's all about the third mistake, and now it's the rap mistake's turn. The fourth mistake is that beginners focus on the task individually, and this delays them from achieving their goal. This mistake makes me laugh. Beginners attack person by person. It's as if he's playing a story mode. He'll ask why grinding takes so long, but if he gathered them all together and killed them, it would be more fun and save time. In short, don't be respectful to your enemies. Gather them and kill them all at once. Trust me, you'll see a difference in speed. That was all about the fourth mistake. And now let's look at the fifth mistake. This mistake is slightly different. When a beginner reaches level 10, they go to Jungle Island, which isn't a mistake, but the correct way is to go to Fountain Island. Of course, most viewers are asking why I'm the strongest island and I'm only level 10. Look before you ask, bro. We go to this NBC and we keep pecking at the fruit on NBC until he dies, and then look at the levels. But before you kill him, enter the double XP code to get double experience points or XP, and then click again, NBC. Look at the amazing levels. Wow, I'm level 29 now. That's amazing. This is the best way to distribute stats. That's all for error 5, and now it's time for error 6. The sixth mistake. It's when you keep leveling up on one island, thinking that you're leveling up correctly. Grinding around on one island wastes your time. It's tiring, whereas if you change islands, you increase your level more, and it's not tiring. Each island has its own specific XP for tasks, so move to the island that matches your level. This will help you level up and save you time and effort. That's all for the sixth mistake. Now it's time for the seventh mistake. The seventh mistake is he fixated on one fruit, believing it to be the strongest fruit he tells you. This is my fruit, and I don't want to change it. And if another fruit appears, he discovers an amazing power. He had never felt it before. Now I opened a fruit from Zeus and got the ice fruit, and the ice fruit is stronger than the other fruit Blade. Here's a tip for grinding. Eat fruits that prevent gangs from engulfing you or reducing your health. That's all for the seventh mistake. Now let's talk about the eighth mistake. The eighth mistake is that most beginners, once they go to the second sea, focus solely on trading. This wastes their time and slows their progress. If they acquire a very rare fruit, they find they don't know how to use it and discover that the old fruit, it was better with him in terms of grinding and saving effort and time. In short, trading is dangerous, especially if you don't have experience in the field of trading, or if you don't have a plan. And that was all about the eighth mistake. And now for the ninth mistake, which is that most beginners, once they reach the second sea, make their main goal to be winning a bounty. Many beginners rush to hunt for bounty immediately, without being prepared or with a level below max. They say, "Let me try, maybe I'll win." The result? They die quickly, lose points, and waste their time. Sometimes you see them enter. And that concludes our discussion of the most common mistakes made by beginners. If you're making any of these mistakes, don't worry. We all started out like this. The important thing is to recognize the mistake and correct it before it wastes your time and effort. If you want to progress faster and reach a higher level, write in the comments, what mistake were you making? And don't forget to like and subscribe so I can give you even better tips in the next video.